my first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo, we here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Today's show hilarious because we about to go in on some shit. It's going to be funny, man, you know, because so today's topic, guys, we're talking about how insecure males pretend they don't need game, and this is why they lose. What's going on, Miles? What's poppin' with you, man?
Hey, man, chilling, man, doing some traveling. You know, I don't really like letting nobody know where. Yo, shout out to PB and what was his name? Let's not forget his name.
Who?
PNJ Rock.
Who
PNB
that?
Rock.
Oh, PNB Rock. Yeah.
Like seriously, like no, no disrespect at all. I really took from that something serious.
Right.
Like I'm like, yes, I'm traveling. I'm not in my regular studio, but I don't need to let niggas know where I'm at, bro. Like I swear to God, I
Exactly.
don't let niggas know where I'm at. I mean, and I'm not even on no gangster shit like that, but
Right. Exactly. Like, nah, fuck that. You
you know
niggas
what
ain't
I'm
gotta
saying?
go.
I'm on the move, and that's all you need to know. But hey, man, it's Friday, man. Shout out to you, Lucario. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Oh, and the new masculine identity membership. You understand? The new masculine identity membership program is up. It's called How to Approach Women: The Complete Playbook. You
Nice.
understand? And it's also called The Coach Mindset. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? But we again, guys, I told you I'm optimizing my shit. So even my titles are optimized. You
Mm,
understand? So that's why it's called, how to approach women, the complete playbook. You feel me? So make
mm,
sure y'all go check that out, man. If you're not on the program, you're missing out because I actually did a video recently where I gave a lot of game on approaching women, right?
mm,
But this joint is an hour long, so I go into crazy detail.
mm,
You understand? And understand it's an hour long, and I ain't put no filler shit. I ain't put no music, and I chopped out all of the stutters and the
mm,
breaths and all the other shit, and the shit is still an hour long. So understand, it's a heavy, like full of game. Like I'm giving you things to say. I'm giving you step by step shit. I'm teaching
mhm.
you what you need to look for. I'm teaching you the mindset that you need to have approaching. Like the entire thing is fire. So make sure you got. If you're not on a membership, that's on you, bro.
See, and this is why you guys should have took advantage of the sale last month. But even if you're not on it, get on it now. You feel what I'm saying? So that you guys can, take advantage of all that shit and make sure that you get that shit cracking because the game is needed heavy. You understand what I'm saying? It's needed heavy more than ever nowadays, right? And so, and shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And we just want to jump right into this because what gave us the idea for today's show is there's a YouTuber guy who called into the Real Game No Theory show. Some of y'all might remember him. And he was basically hit us up and asked us, how does he go from being a sugar daddy and being a trick to actually, getting women to, want him for him, I guess. And, he wants to know how to approach. And this is why, shout out to Miles, you got the approach formula because this guy needs it. You feel what I'm saying? He should get on the membership ASAP. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. He should get on the membership because he got the money.
Exactly. So
But we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
right. So basically, is this dude, and he's starting his channel back up. So guys, make sure you subscribe to him. We're gonna put the joint on the screen. Subscribe to him because I think he's trying to get the views up. You know what I'm saying? And who better than to do it than to fuck with us? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so he did this video. I'm gonna pull the screen up right here. Let me share the screen real quick. And so he did a video called "Game is for Pookies." Okay, he did a video called "Game is for Pookies." Right. So let me make this a little bigger. Pause. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, you know what I like about us, man? You know what I like about us? That even when niggas is talking shit, we still promoting.
Exactly. That's a fact.
Like we still promote niggas, bro. Like you feel me? Like there's no like, and this is a teachable moment, right? It's like an example of how you need to be because even though niggas is talking shit, we're not like, yo, man, fuck this nigga and blah blah. It's like, no, it's like let's focus on the game, right?
Mm.
Let's discussion and let's see the difference between us and them.
Right. Exactly.
Because shout out to Joel Santana, man. The wise, the legend, the myth, Joel Santana. Because he said, you know the difference between us and them? The difference between us and them is that we us and they them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
we different, bro. We different, man.
That's a fact. So let me preface this before we get into this video. So like I said, this guy, Lord Hybrid, called into the show the other day when we did, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago, we did the Real Game No Theory show.
Right.
And he basically called in and he he was asking our expertise on how to step up the game because he's been tricking and simping for so long, right? And so
long.
Right, for very long. So we tried to give him some information, and he got kind of emotional on the show, right? So now on his channel, he did like maybe 3 or 4 videos, talking about us. But this one right here, we're going to show you is mainly him going in on Miles because he was, he got in his feelings about what Miles said. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this. We're going to start it, stop it. And we're going to break down what's actually going on in this video. So basically, before I get into it, I just want you to know that what he's basically saying is, this is why he titled it Gamers for Pookies, because he's basically saying that he doesn't need game and we need game because we're broke. So because we're broke, and I guess that makes us Pookies. I don't know how it makes us Pookies, but because we're broke and he's rich, he doesn't need game. And the only reason we need game is because we're broke Pookies. That's basically what he's saying. You feel me? So, but let's start this shit and let's go in. So we're gonna start it, stop it, and make it happen. All right, let's go.
It's your boy Lord Hybrid, man. Just reflecting on the game brothers, the masculinity men. We're gonna talk about my brother, old Miles, the cool dude. This the game he was giving me, y'all. Listen to this game. I'm sure you heard it before.
Because here's the thing, because you've been sugaring and fucking passporting for so long, you ain't no better than a fucking 15-year-old nigga that just had his first wet drink.
This nigga say I'm a 15-year-old nigga. This nigga trying to give me the game.
See, and this is why he's fucking up. I'm gonna stop it right here. Right? So and what's funny, when you give dudes game, when they're ignorant, they don't even see the game you're giving them. They go past their head, they get into their feelings and emotions, because literally what you said actually is correct. What you said is, because in a sense, you got to understand something. If you've been tricking and simping, right? And now you want to go from tricking and simping to actually being an attractive man that women desire and that, are going to respond to your masculinity. Mm-hmm. If you haven't been approaching, interacting, dealing with women on that level, you are like a 15-year-old motherfucker who has no experience because you don't have any experience. You see what I'm saying? You're starting from square one. You feel what I mean?
Right.
You're starting from square one, because I remember, even for example, I can't remember if it was Godfrey, the comedian, who was saying, I think he said he was talking to Jerry Seinfeld, and he said something to the effect of, he was like, I think Jerry asked him, how long have you been in comedy? And I think at the time he said 9 years. So then Jerry Seinfeld said, well, you're a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the time you've been in it is the experience you have. You see what I'm saying? So this dude, he's been tricking and simping for so long, right? And so therefore, his experience to actually deal with women is not going to be there. So of course, he's going to be like a youngin' in the game trying to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Well, Miles, what's your thoughts on that shit though? So far?
Well, I mean, those are my thoughts, man. I told the nigga, you just starting out, bro. You really just starting out, because these dudes, see, the thing is like, it's kind of like riding your bike with training wheels the whole time.
Right.
And then when you take off your training wheels, you realize you really can't ride a bike.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you're only supposed to ride with your training wheels for maybe a week or two, like just a couple of days.
Right.
Truthfully, by the end of the day, like once you really get it going, you should be able to take off your training wheels in one day. Because I literally took off my training wheels in one day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but guys like this, they depend on money. They depend on the flash. They depend on showing off.
Right.
Because here it is. What he's not going to talk about, right, in this video is the fact that he called us up. Now, honestly, I think this was a part of his like master plan to reignite his YouTube channel. You
Right.
understand? And I mean, look, good for him. Good for him. No shade. Everybody got their thing. But here's the thing. If you he called us up and asked us, he said, yo, the other day I went in the store and I pulled up to the front in my car, because I drive a nice car and I had on nice clothes. And then this girl gave me this stink ass look. What do I do about that? Can y'all give me some game on that? Now, ultimately, I think he was trolling.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the bottom line is this. So many dudes think that all they need to do is pull up in the expensive shit.
Mm-hmm.
So many dudes think that all they need to do, bro, you know how many, if you want to talk about choosing signals, you know how many choosing signals I get simply because I wear shades?
Right.
Like when I walk into a place, especially as soon as I walk indoors, people are always checking me out, especially women, because they see me in shades. They're like, who's that? Is he blind? Is he a star? Is he
Right.
trying to hide his identity? Who is he?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was like any of these niggas, I could use that shit to use it for approach and this, that, and the third. The bottom line is I still have to talk.
Right.
I still have to have a character. I still have to have a personality. I still have to be about something beyond the shades.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so he called into the show talking about, yo, how can I get women to like me for me? Because I've been tricking and sugaring so long. He knew what we were gonna say.
Right.
This was just an elaborate plan. But now so you're gonna see him in this video. He just gonna take clips of shit that he disagree with and then try to, restart his whole philosophy on why his game or having money means more than game.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Basically, let's continue this shit.
He give me the game, y'all. Oh, Miles Cunningham, this nigga giving me the game. This blabbing nigga that don't never shut the fuck up. You can't even have a conversation with him because he won't shut his big ass mouth, and he's so happy he got his bottom teeth fixed and shit. This nigga won't shut the fuck up, right? I tried to talk to this nigga. I tried to talk to all these goddamn niggas.
Nah, shout out to Hybrid. He's very entertaining.
This nigga ain't worth talking to, but this nigga, well, he trying to give me game, right? This the nigga that's trying to give me game. This nigga.
Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke.
Now, I want you to notice something. He's basically fixating on that part of what you're saying.
Exactly.
Now, the reason why he's fixating on that part of what you're saying is because that's the only way that he finds value in his life.
Exactly.
It's connected to the money he got. You understand? So what happens is that a lot of guys who are tricks, a lot of guys who lead with their wallets, a lot of guys who, have this energy when it comes to them equating their value to, the money that they're making. These are the guys who are extremely, extremely insecure because their sense of security or the sense of manhood is predicated on the money. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's predicated on. And so they think that the more money they have, the more of a man that they are, or the more attractive they are. But if this was the case, he wouldn't have called into the show. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense where if you having money was the thing that was going to make it to where you're able to really attract and be that guy. If that was the case, none of this, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, the fact that he called into the show, and I remember, Miles, you said this a long time ago on one of the shows, and it was so simple, it blew my mind. You said to the caller, you said, the fact that you're calling into the show means you have no game. And I said, that's so true. Because if you had game, you wouldn't need to call into the show.
You wouldn't even watch us. You wouldn't know we exist.
Right. Oh my goodness, this shit too funny, man. This shit too funny. But let's continue this shit.
Broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
A 42-year-old man and being broke for the majority of life. This the nigga that's giving me game. This the motherfucker that's trying to tell me I've been sugaring and I've been passporting and I'm a weak nigga and my game always been weak, even though he took all my game, even though he learned from me. And so it really did make me.
Yo, these dudes be delusional, man. I swear to God. These dudes is so delusional. Like Miles, you was just in a rut until you came across this nigga, and you know.
And to his credit, I did take literally one thing from him, and the one thing I took from him was his idea of being a self-prioritized individual. He calls it SPI.
Right.
And the one thing with the one example that I appreciated from him is I listened to him one day and he was saying sometimes you got to take a woman shopping with you and buy something expensive for yourself so the woman understands how much you prioritize yourself. You understand? Now, I looked at that game and I analyzed it and I chalked it up to something that we've been telling y'all for years, even before I listened to him, right? To understand that you're leading a woman and you're showing her how to treat you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you bring a woman along and she sees you spending money on yourself and doing nice things for yourself, then she's going to follow that lead and understand how you want to be treated. Again, the basic idea is game that we've been spitting for the last 15, 20 years.
Right.
You understand? But again, I listen to Lord Hybrid. And guys, his name is Lord Hybrid because I see a couple of y'all in the chat who don't know the nigga. So you could go check his channel out. It's called his shit is called Lord Hybrid. So anyway, I listen to his shit for entertainment purposes. You understand? Because he would always give like these little anecdotes and stories and shit about his adventures of tricking and how he used to invite bitches and pay them. And he had a crazy bitch over at his house and she didn't want to leave. And because he lived in one of those penthouses in the high floors, and you know what I'm saying? And he used to tell stories about how he used to, pay bitches to come through and give him sex. And sometimes they wouldn't want to leave because they was hood rats or whatever. So I used to listen to his shit for literal entertainment purposes. You feel me? But
right.
So he's talking about he taught me everything. I'm sorry, bro. That's not what happened.
Right.
That's not what happened. But I did watch his shit though. I did.
And you know what's funny? He's saying, "Oh, this the nigga that's gonna teach me game." Talking about he was broke. Hell, fucking. Okay, check this out. Check out the logic. Check out the logic.
305. Hold on 1 second.
Check out the logic. Just real quick.
Yeah.
If you're in a situation where you're only getting women or you're mainly getting women because you're paying them,
right?
Wouldn't it make sense to listen to somebody who's able to get women without paying? You would think that a businessman would understand that's good business, right? Yeah. So you're paying to get pussy from women who don't want to fuck you, but we're teaching you how to get pussy from women who do want to fuck you and you're not paying.
Exactly.
Crazy, but let's you can take the call.
305, you on live with Lucario and Miles. Name 8 City. Did you donate?
You.
Oh, you can't tell me. You can hit. You can't hear this nigga.
I can hear him.
You can't hear him?
Fuck.
This is probably one of these situations, bro. I don't know.
All right, let me
hold on 1 second. No, 305. Hold on 1 second. Let me try one more thing before I give up. Hold on. Roadcaster. All right, speak now, caller.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I get you now. Yep, I get you now.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I figured it out. All right, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Cash App on Edward Bryce. So, and I'm calling from Miami, 30 years old. My question is for Miles. So I got on the Bad Boy membership, and I wanted to know, like, how do you, unless it went over my head.
Wait, you got on the Bad Boy membership or the Masculine Identity membership?
My bad. The Masculine Identity membership.
Okay.
My bad. My question was, how do you go about choosing a masculine identity? Or, like, what's the process of actually finding out what your identity is?
Okay. If plainly, you got to look in the mirror, bro. Like you literally got to look in the mirror. And you have to look at the life that you've led thus far, and you have to make certain choices and create certain standards based on how you like your life to be. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
So there's always like 3 or 4 things that are important to any man, right? So you got your money, you got your health, and you have your work. Okay, let's just use those 3 things. Now, what kind of work do you like to do? What comes easy to you that you know you can monetize and bring value to this world?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's going to have to be a rhetorical question for now.
Okay. Okay. So these are the questions that you got to start asking yourself. Then that's what I'm explaining. Do you understand?
Right.
And if you look at some of the videos, look at the video called how to design your relationship, where I go into detail about that. Look at the video called visualization. I go into a great detail about that, because what I literally do in that video is that I explain to you how to look at yourself as a man you are now and think about the man that you're trying to become. Think about the major details of the man you're trying to become, and those are the details you got to work on.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm at a career basically fork in the road.
Crossroads. You're at a career crossroads. Okay. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You got to look in the mirror and look at yourself. Like for me, for example, my whole life I've been taking pictures literally since I was 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because until the age of 30, I never thought that I could make money off of taking pictures. So I literally wasn't looking in the mirror and realizing who the fuck I was. I was literally a photographer the whole time, but I didn't see it myself. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. You have to look at your life and look at the things that come easy to you. So when it comes to work, look at what comes easy to you. Like something that you could do for free all day, every day, automatically. And if it's welding, if it's customer service, if it's sales, if it's computer shit, stock trading, investing, money shit, crunching numbers, you could be an accountant. Like, you just got to look at working with kids, psychology type shit, sociology, social work, doctor shit, whatever it is. You got to look at your life and say to yourself, damn, my whole life I've been, doing magic tricks as a hobby, and I love doing it, and I'm really good at it. How come I don't get paid for this shit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So was there any resistance of shifting your mindset so where you look in the mirror to seeing yourself like that?
There was definitely resistance. There was definitely resistance because, like I said, the entire time I was taking pictures. The entire time I was taking pictures of my family, nature, all types of shit. But but in my mind, I could never see myself making money off it. So I had to literally shift my brain to say, even though I love this shit and it's pure, I can still because what it was, I was trying to be idealistic. In my mind, I was being idealistic, where I said to myself, man, if somebody gives me money to take pictures, it might ruin my love for taking pictures. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the mindset shift that I had to.
No.
Huh?
Sorry. No, I don't understand that. I feel like if someone gives you money, that's what would solidify the identity.
Okay,
so
well,
now you can call yourself that.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the mindset that I struggled to develop.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I've been taking pictures for so long, and it was a pure love. It was a love that I thought that could only be good for me if I kept it as a hobby. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because I was one of those people when I was you remember growing up and you used to hear your parents talk, or people in church or whatever, and they say that money is the root of all evil. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
I used to actually believe that until I got older, and I realized that it's the love of money that is the root of all evil, not money itself.
Right.
Right. So that was a part of my mindset shift, realizing that there was more to the phrase of money is the root of all evil. So through the research, through learning, through reading, through discovering different things, I realized, it's not money that's the root of evil. It's the love of money. Meaning, if you make money more important than the value you have within, that's what makes money evil, or that's what makes the ideas about money evil. And so that was a part of my mindset shift. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So I was able to say, shit, well, if I love taking pictures, then I can use my love to bring value. And then the money is just a byproduct of the value that I bring with my photography skills.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So there was the mindset shift. There was a mindset shift. And then through photography, me and Lucario did so much work. And then both of us, because when we was doing music, we was always spitting game and putting messages in our music. So now the whole photography thing and bringing a message turned into what you see me doing right now.
Right.
I could literally get up out my sleep and I could help a man to make better choices for his life immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I could literally wake up and one of y'all ask me a question and I could sit there and give you a whole, I could school you for a whole hour about what to do. You feel me?
Okay, so when I look myself in the mirror and I ask myself, what is my identity? I should be able to answer that in 1 or 2 sentences.
No, go back to what I said first. I said you got to look at some of the things that are super important to you as a man. Like I said, your work, your money, and your health. Okay. So you got to look at those things and then you got to make choices based on how you like those things to be. And because the problem with most guys in solidifying their identity is that they don't want to make the choice because they think they might be stepping on somebody's toes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that respect for themselves automatically means disrespect for somebody else. That's not true.
Right. Or they think that if they do a certain thing, that somebody's not going to like it. So they're worried about what other people going to think about the thing they're doing.
Exactly.
I'm like, all right. It's almost like reinventing yourself. I'm at that point, and it's like, all right, let me solidify my identity, because also dealing with these women, it's like I want to do this first, because even if I get into a long-term relationship and whatnot, it's going to be shaky anyway if my foundation and my identity isn't on point. So that's where I was.
Hold on, I gotta hit you with the button. I gotta hit you with the button real quick. So don't become one of these motherfuckers that say, well, I gotta do these things first and then deal with women. No, see, what you guys gotta understand is this, right? Everything has to happen simultaneously. Do you understand that?
I appreciate the game, my guy. Appreciate
it.
Right.
He said he gotta go?
I guess so.
I don't have to go.
So what happened?
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I thought you were talking to somebody else.
Oh no, I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that the thing is that you got to do everything simultaneously. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because what it sounded like is you were saying that you got to wait until something happens.
Okay.
What happened?
Caller.
Yes.
What can you hear Mr. Lucario?
You hear me?
No, I can't.
Oh, that's probably what he can't hear you on the line. I mean, you can't hear me on the line. That's the problem.
Were you ever hearing Mr. Lucario on the line, caller?
Never. I was only hearing you, Miles.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
yes, bro.
Okay, let me put my phone. Tell him to call back on the other phone line. So we're gonna put the other phone line up. I'm gonna put the other phone line up real quick.
Game for me. I could definitely listen to the playback.
Yeah. Call back. Hang up and call back the alternate number. Okay.
Right. We're gonna put the new number on there.
No doubt.
And shout out to Steve the D in the building. All right, so let me get this new number up real quick. Hold on. Let me just put this up so you guys could see. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to call in the new number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number for y'all to call up, so you guys can call up that number and we can get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Get that shit going. All right. Let me make sure I got all this stuff up. All right. Hold on. My bad. All right, here we go. So yeah, that's the caller number 646-481-3901. But before he calls back, or if he calls back, basically what I want to tell y'all is don't think that you need to stop one thing to do the other, because doing the thing is the thing that gets you to understand your identity. Do you understand? Because your identity is directly tied and correlated to life, to your life. You see what I'm saying? That's how you understand yourself more, by living through the life that you're living.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I said look at your life and look at the things that are important to you and think about the way you like them to be. Right. And then do that.
Exactly.
And don't worry about what other people think, because look, like this motherfucker right here talking about Miles wears the glasses because he's 42 and he got bags under his eyes.
Goofy.
You understand? That's somebody. If I thought about what they, if I thought about, I'm worried that somebody might think that me wearing glasses inside is weird.
Right. Hold on. 713. I think this is monogamous. Monogamous is you?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. LaCarty? What's up, Miles? I donated to Miles.
What's going on, bro?
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So what's good? What's good?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, two things I want to say. First of all, I want to just comment on what Miles was talking about with Lord Hybrid, I believe. Shout out to him. But you were saying that that he was talking about SPI, right?
Yeah.
And what does SPI mean? That means self-prioritizing.
Self-prioritizing individual.
Okay, self-prioritizing individual, right? Now, I agree on the term, but I disagree with how he's going by it, right?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of guys want to act like they're not making it about the woman when they're still making it about a woman, right?
Right.
See, if I'm looking at self-prioritizing and I'm casually dating, then a woman automatically know that I'm self-prioritizing me because she's already following the schedule that I'm giving her.
Right.
So if I give her the schedule of I'm going to see you every 3 weeks or I'm going to see you every 4 weeks, automatically that's me self-prioritizing me and what I want to do. But when you want to go to the mall just to show a chick that, I'll buy me something, you're essentially doing it because of her. Because if you wasn't with her, would you still go to the mall and buy that Gucci belt?
Right.
Or
That's
you
a good
only buying
point.
that Gucci belt because you with her, you're trying to impress her or make her look at you a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, I feel like self-prioritizing is built off your scheduling, how you schedule, how you manage. That's self-prioritizing. Not all this, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Because, see, Mr. Lucario, the reason why the guy feel like he got to do that is because he know deep down inside he's going to simp and end up buying shit for the woman later down the line.
Right.
That's the reason why.
Real talk.
That's the reason why. But then another thing I want to say, and I'm about to get off Miles. I know I've been saying this on your live stream lately about like how the game that y'all been talking about. I've been hearing that same game because I'm spiritual, so I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in good morals, right? But all I want to say is I like the game that y'all been given,
right?
Concrete game, because it's the same. I mean, even though it's coming in different places and different forms, it's still the concrete principles that would never change. And I remember being at the seminar, Miles. Your speech was about we know the rules, we just don't follow the rules.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We know the rules, but we don't follow. Sometimes because of life and what we're going through in the moment, we forget the rules, right? And then I was watching this pastor that I like to listen to, right? And he said this. He said a lot of people struggle in life because they focus on this, but they forget that.
Right.
And that is the acronym of that is things he already taught. Meaning the things that God has already taught. Because even what you said, Miles, regardless if there was a hurricane today or there was a tornado or whatever, and you didn't even see the sun still went up in the air, created day, and it still went down at night to create night.
Right.
So principles and what's rooted in the game would never change. And I've learned that, and I've noticed that it's the same game even if you at church, or it's the same game even if you listening to OG, or it's the same game even when you listen to somebody that might have a little bit more knowledge than you. You see what I'm saying? So the rules are, regardless of what you go through and regardless of your life, the rules are still the rules. Right. And I just agree with you on that wholeheartedly, because what you were saying at the seminar, Miles, I've noticed over time that was 100% true. So I just want to say that, guys, the rules are the rules. They ain't gonna never change, regardless of what type of lifestyle that you live in. But that's all I want to say, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Need the call, brother. That's what's up. And I think 305 is back on the line. What's going on, fam? Are you there?
We back, man. We back.
Okay, you can hear me now.
I can hear him.
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. So yeah, so basically all I was saying is that, and this is because I want to make sure you don't do this, which is what a lot of guys think they need to do. Do not stop doing what you're doing in order to gain an understanding in one area and then try to jump on the other area. You have to do everything at once, because what happens is that you understanding more about yourself comes with the actual action of doing those things. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to be like, well, I'm going to figure all these things out and then I'm going to try to holler at women, because then what happens is that when it comes to understanding your identity, it's about understanding your identity in all of the areas of your life. Does that make sense?
Right. That makes a lot of sense. And it's the fact that I'm dealing with this one woman, like basically on some long-term projection type shit. It's kind of like speeding me, like it's forcing me to like, I need to really tighten up my game, or tighten up my identity, because once I made the shift of my new identity, I kind of stopped doing the aimless clubbing and stuff like that, and then I attracted her after I made the mental shift. Then I attracted her. It's been a few months, but it's like, look, I need to really tighten up, look myself in the mirror, and start getting serious about life.
Right. Well, and that's actually a good thing, caller, because there's something that you should know, man. Because women, the thing with women, they crave consistency, and if you meet them as a certain type of man, and then you make a drastic change. I mean, sometimes, because here's the thing: sometimes you'll be with a woman for a while, like you'll probably meet her in your college years, so to speak, right? But between your college years and let's just say your professional years, you might actually grow and change into another man. And sometimes if she's not prepared to be a part of that change, she's not gonna understand the change, and she'll see it as you being inconsistent.
Right.
And you will lose that woman. You understand? And then you will attract different women. You understand? So you making the mental shift before you attracted her. You making the mental shift after. Attracting her after the mental shift.
Before.
Okay, so
I made the mental shift, right? And then I try to project that person who I want to be. And then doing that, in that process, then I attracted her, which would naturally would happen, you would think, right? But she's looking at, okay, man, she's looking at who I want to be. She's projecting who I want to be. She's a representation or a mirror of who I want to be. My thing is, and only I know this, the foundation is a little shaky because I'm still getting this shit tight, and this is what causing me to like really, really get it, concentrate on it.
How old are you?
Makes sense? I'm sorry, you said how old am I?
Yeah.
30.
You're 30. Okay, yeah. That's around the time where certain mindset shifts start to happen for certain dudes. So you're saying you made your mindset shift, then attracted the woman, right?
Right. I made my mindset shift and stopped fucking with certain types of women, and then I was more attracted to other kinds of women, and I attracted this one to me, because she, she's on the wavelength where I'm trying to be at, or where she's on the trajectory of where I'm going.
Okay. But see, you're still having trouble pinpointing and solidifying your identity. That's what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. What I hear from you is you just seem to I think you know who you really want to be. I just think you're afraid of losing shit. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you might be and here's the thing too. You can't be afraid to quote unquote make the wrong decision, because a lot of dudes is afraid to make a decision because they think it might be the wrong decision. But let me explain something to you. There's really no such thing as a wrong decision, because either you're gonna win or you're gonna learn.
Right.
Do you understand? But a lot of niggas is scared to do either or. Sometimes we're afraid to win, and sometimes we're afraid to learn. Either way, you got to make a choice, and you got to move forward, and let life show you what the fuck it is. Life is going to show you whether it's a lesson, or life is going to show you whether it's a win.
Right. And on top of that, this is what you got to also understand too, is this, right? So while you're doing what you're doing, right? Because right now you're like, okay, well, I want to go in this direction. And then you're interacting and engaging with this woman, right? And this is the reason why I said that you guys got to actually still do the things in your life. Like still fuck with women, go to the gym, do everything you've been doing, right? Now, the reason why I say that is because what you think you're about, right, may not actually be, or I should say this, what you think you want may not be what you actually want when you're going through what you're going through. So what I'm saying is that right now you're saying, man, I had this mindset shift. I was fucking with this girl, and now I'm not doing these other things. What's going to happen is, or what could happen is, through dealing with this woman, you might realize that ain't the type of lifestyle you want to deal with chicks in. through dealing with that woman, which solidifies more of your identity. This is what we try to get you guys to understand. You learn more about yourself by going through it and experiencing, right? So it's not a thing where you're like, oh, well, I know what's going to happen because this is what I feel at the moment. What we're saying is that through all of these moments, you keep living and you keep carving your identity. You keep shaping yourself. You see what I'm saying? Until you start to really understand what it is you want in each moment, right? And then what happens is that you start to learn newer and newer things because you're more open to understanding newer and newer experiences and dealing with those situations, which is going to strengthen more of your identity. So so it goes from I think I like this, or I think I'm interested in this, to, yeah, I definitely am feeling this, to, yeah, this is where I'm definitely at right now.
Right.
But you only got to that conclusion by going through something. Do you see what I'm saying?
Bro,
yeah, that answers the question I had. I was asking just, I think that's the answer of like, how do you battle that voice? It's like, you ain't that guy. You're this guy.
No. See, caller, that voice in your head, can't give you any new information if you don't do nothing.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Right.
So you sitting there arguing or worrying about the voice in your head, like that's overthinking right there. That's number one. Overthinking leads to stagnation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But again, the voice in your head don't know more than the person that's actually going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So again, all I hear is fear, because you got a bunch of niggas out there who care what other people think, and then you got a bunch of niggas who also care what they themselves from yesterday think about themselves today.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
That's it.
Because I always tell you guys, there's no such thing as competition. The only competition is you today and the nigga from yesterday.
Right.
Now, if you're sitting there, you claim you had the mindset shift, but you still arguing with the nigga that you was before the mindset shift. You still give a fuck about what he thinks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, you hitting it on the nose, bro.
So imagine how many, and this is why we tell y'all motherfuckers to get on these memberships and fuck with us for real, because masculinity is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're contending with the world and you're contending with your own fucking psyche.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna end up playing games with your own ego, and realize, and you see, this is because this shit is deep. This is what we try to get you guys to understand. This is why we tell you guys to really take this game shit seriously. Because what happens is that you don't want to be living on this unconscious level all the time, not knowing where you're going or coming and all this other stuff, and then you're so confused and all these other things. What we're trying to tell you is that when it comes to you understanding yourself, right? It's a daily thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's a daily thing. It's not like, oh, I finally figured it out. Now I could just chill and everything. No. It's something that you recognize daily. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something that's a stagnant thing like, oh, I finally arrived. This, you know what I'm saying? It's something that each moment you're recognizing who you are in each moment, because who you are now might not be who you are tonight. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to tell you.
Yo, because shit will happen to your life. Shit will happen in your life that will change your whole fucking perspective. Like you could listen to this show and either Lucario or myself or even one of the callers can say something that can change your entire perspective on life, bro.
Right.
And the dude that you are after watching the show and listening to that word is vastly different from the guy that you were before you watched the show.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to give yourself the room. A lot of us don't want to give ourselves the room to grow because a lot of us are afraid of the growth, because you know what, you know that phrase, growing pains?
Right.
Yeah.
Pain comes with growth, bro.
Right.
Yo, let me tell you something. I know people personally that every time they have a growth spurt, they have a severe asthma attack and have to go to the fucking hospital. I know people like this personally, like, because I just know them. Let's just say that, because I don't want to get, it's too much. But the point I'm trying to make is the person would be a certain height.
Mm-hmm.
They would go into the hospital because the asthma attack was that severe. And then they would, resuscitate them and put the steroids and shit to get back their breathing passages and all of whatever. They would be in the hospital for 2 days. And then they would come back home and they would be like, yo, I think I grew.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit happened. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it happen 3 times.
Right.
I need you to understand that growth there's some type of there's pain and suffering that comes with growth sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times as men, for whatever reason, we think just because we men, it's supposed to come easy.
Right.
A lot of times we think, well, when I'm a man and everything is logical and 1 + 1 = 2, and it's not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes things show themselves to be complicated, difficult, painful. Sometimes you got to suffer. Sometimes you got to go through some shit. Sometimes you got to deal with some shit. Sometimes you got to meet that girl and let her break your fucking heart.
Mm-hmm.
And understand this. You're going to have a certain level of resentment for women, for relationships, for broken hearts. And then one day you're going to realize, oh shit, I can literally choose to see the bright side and to have an abundance mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing about gratitude and appreciation. A lot of times you will never appreciate joy until you've gone through pain.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like life will put you in some fucked up situations. So when you get back to that place where you're actually like satisfied, you realize and be like, yo, I really like what's going on right now because I actually know how bad it can be.
Exactly.
Like you ever, it's some shit ever happened in life and somebody come up to you and be like, hey, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
And they just say it, but them saying it to you doesn't mean anything because it's like, what the fuck you mean it could be worse, nigga? Are you trying to make light of my situation? Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, check this out. If you actually know how worse it could be, you would actually be appreciative for the situation you in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes life take you through that situation of how fucked up it could actually be. So when you do get back to the point where you're happy and you things are good, you're like, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate this shit right here because I literally know how bad it could be.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So remember, this shit it's not always meant to be easy. And for you to grow, for you to develop, for you to understand that what you're supposed to do, you're the man who you are, your purpose, all of these things. Sometimes it takes a little bit of pain. So don't be afraid to go through it. And the beautiful part is, remember, you are a fucking man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were built to go through this shit. Because as long as you're alive, there's a chance.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? As long as you're alive, there's a chance. So
no doubt.
Don't be afraid to go through the bullshit, bro.
All right.
No doubt. I appreciate it. Appreciate the game. That was a heavy game.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
brother. We appreciate the call, man.
All right, have a good weekend.
And I'm
Peace.
gonna get back on that master on identity. I'm gonna watch it over and over.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No
All
doubt. Take care.
Appreciate it. All right. So let's get back to this fuckery. All right, let's
Deep ass game. Let's get back to this bullshit.
get back to this fuckery.
Ask a question. I'm pondering. Nigga pondering. I'm like, is game for Pookie? Is game a Pookie thing?
That's what he came up with.
Because being a wealthy man, I don't got time.
And there we go. That's the cope right there already. So basically he's saying it's game for Pookie. And basically the reason why he's even saying that is because he thinks the game is about women. You see what I'm saying? See, dudes don't understand what game actually is. So they come up with these conclusions about what they think game is, but it ain't really that.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got time for that. Time for what? You ain't got time for your life. You ain't got time to actually do things that's going to benefit you. You ain't got time to have a strategy that's going to actually help you out in what you're trying to do. You see what I'm saying? See, what he doesn't realize is that even the fact of him, making money, that's game. You understand what I'm saying? Everything you do in life is game. But see, dudes don't understand that. So then they say like goofy shit. You feel what I mean?
But let me let's continue this shit real quick.
But if I was making statements like this,
now being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now being a 42-year-old.
If I was making those kind of statements, I gotta look at the candle and be like, damn, maybe game is just for pookies. Because when I listen to the millionaires, when I listen to the multi-millionaires, this what the multi-millionaires are saying.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm the sugar daddy, so that's like times 10.
Yo, stop it right there. I listened to because he gonna play this shit again and again, but I'm like, nigga, if you the sexiest man in your state, why the fuck would you have to be a sugar daddy?
Exactly.
Like if I'm sexy like that, that means chicks want to be up under me for nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I put money out then?
Exactly.
This is what I can, come on, man. He gonna bring Slim Thug into this. Come on, man.
Exactly. This is ridiculous. And it's funny because if you go on YouTube, I think he used to date LaToya Luckett or some shit. And there's a video called Having a Conversation with My Ex on her channel where she's talking to Slim Thug. And she told the story about how his boy had to go and tell her that Slim Thug wanted to holler. And then she said, well, tell Slim Thug to come over and holler at me. So if this nigga got all this game and he's the sexiest dude and all, why are you scared to go holler at a chick?
Sexiest dude in Houston?
And again, we ain't got no problem with Slim Thug, but we just saying this is the example of who he's using. But let's continue.
That ain't like them old. But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm the sugar daddy, so that's like times 10. That ain't like them old.
That's like times 10.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm the sugar daddy, so.
You see what I'm saying? So this, if you don't know who this guy's a rapper. Used to be big time back in the day, but this guy's still a multi-millionaire. Got 18 cars, Bentleys, all kind of shit. His house paid for, all his cars paid for. This man is a multi-millionaire. He say he a sugar daddy.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let's say you got two people who are millionaires. One is a sugar daddy and another is not. Right? Who actually has game though? Because if you have a lot of money, but you got to spend your money to get bitches, and then this other guy has money, he don't have to spend a dime, who got game? You see what I'm saying? See, this is what dudes like to do. This is what they do. So dudes who have a lot of money, they know that the average guy may not have as much money as him. So what he does is he tries to stunt on the average guy and say, well, you can't do what I could do. And so because you can't do what I could do, that's why you got to actually talk to a girl. Whereas I can just flash my money around because I got the shit popping.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what they try to do. So what they try to do is that they try to say, well, this game shit is you guys using your mouthpiece and trying to talk to women, and all I do is I'm a sugar daddy, so I ain't got to do all that bullshit. So game is for pookies and game is for broke niggas. But see, this is what they do to rationalize. Because what's funny is that the same money that he's giving the woman is the same woman who's fucking the broke nigga for free. Isn't that weird? How you need to pay this woman who a nigga with game could fuck for free. That's the craziest shit ever. So who's the sucker in the situation? Who's the one actually getting played? Because check this out. You got the dude with game, you got the chick, and then you got the trick. So the trick has to pay the woman for sex. Right? The guy with game has the woman wanting to give him pussy for free. Matter of fact, the woman takes the money the trick is giving her to buy something for the guy who has game. You see what I'm saying? So
it's hilarious how niggas who pay for it be thinking they winning, but you're actually paying the nigga who's broke. Like, that's crazy. It is so funny. Oh my God. Let's start this shit.
So this man is probably, I think, 42, 43 years old. This man right here. He's a multi-millionaire. He's not talking about what this dude talking about. He's talking about
your wife a lot of the time ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine.
What?
He said your wife ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine. Do guys even know how stupid they sound? So basically what you're saying is that you're giving more time, money, and energy to a chick you're tricking on than a chick who actually deserves it, which is the wife.
Right.
These niggas don't even realize they sound stupid.
Bro, and exactly. You use the right word, Lucario, deserve.
Right.
Because a woman who is your wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means, more than likely, that means that she's doing something to be an asset to your life.
Right.
And he's saying that his sugar baby is living a better life than your wife. So that means he's doing more for a bitch that's not doing nothing for him than you would do for your wife.
Right.
And check this out. Your wife is still with you.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as he stops paying for the sugar baby, what is she gonna do?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? These dudes, bro.
They crazy. Oh, I think we got monogamous. You call back?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I gotta tell this story. And shout out to Slim Thug, because I'm from Houston. I live in the Houston area. Slim Thug on a rap team, and him giving out, him helping the community. He's really an OG and a legend out here, right? But we just talking about game though, with right? So this whole sugar daddy shit, he ain't lying, right? And what I'm trying to say is, a lot of guys want to act like, oh, just giving women money and I'm gonna get what I want. That's the end all be all, right? But the shit don't look fun when you actually see it. So I just want to tell a really quick story, right? Say around like 2019 or whatever, that's when my girlfriend, the mother of my child, that's when her and I first started dating and stuff like that, right? So her and I met up at this spot for brunch, because in Houston, in these cities on Sundays, fun day, all that type of shit, right? So we met up for brunch. So at the spot we met up for brunch, Slim Thug was there. He was sitting in the back with this chick. She was like in her mid-20s, right? So I'm looking like, oh shit, that's Slim Thug, right? But you see him all the time in the city, right?
Right.
So while I'm, chilling with my girl, having brunch with her on a date with her, I looked over Slim Thug and the girl the whole time. They were just on their phone. So the girl literally looked like she was just there for a meal. Like, I'm not lying. I'm not trying to. I'm just using this as the game that y'all trying to teach. I saw that in my eyes. So yeah, Slim Thug got bad bitches, but in that situation, he on his phone, they on their phone, they not really conversing. It's like they just had a meal. They like they were just sitting together and they were just eating.
Right.
And then they left. So all I'm trying to say is, man, that shit don't look too fun, bro.
No, but that's what it is. Because the problem is, a lot of guys think, or they see, because they make it about the woman, they're looking at it in the sense of, oh, well, I got this chick here who looks this way and she's here with me, but they don't understand the context of what's really going on. Right. It's like, yeah, she's there because you're paying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that. And this is the type of guy that, because, I'm a romantic type of nigga. You feel me? Like I'm just that type of player, type of guy, right? So there's a certain type of energy that I want from a woman. And a lot of these guys, they not getting that energy. And I just can't operate, and I'm not getting. If a girl just on a date with me and she's on her phone, that's the last date ever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No, it got to be a certain type of flame that's lit for me to continue on with this game with this particular woman.
Right.
If I'm not getting that energy, nah, bro. That's why I say energy and how the woman treats you is actually way more important than the looks. But these guys, they prioritize looks. They prioritize sex. They prioritize having a bad bitch. Okay, have a bad bitch that's gonna ignore you when you take it out to eat and you spending your money.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But thank y'all so much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother.
And
Now
and that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's
Mhm.
exactly what I'm talking about. Because you telling me that your sugar baby is going to be living a better life than my wife.
Mhm.
But if you're not paying, the sugar baby's not giving you no attention.
Right.
But my wife was with me through thick and thin, though.
But see, that's the thing, Miles. His language exposed them because this is how these guys think with money. See, he's saying the sugar baby's living better. Why is she living better? Because I'm giving her money. So because I'm giving her money, that means in their minds that they're doing big shit and better shit and more shit. Right. Meaning, oh, I'm the better guy. I'm the top guy because I got this money to give her where you average guy don't. So they're trying to compare themselves to the average guy and say, well, I got one up on you because I got more money than you. So since I got more money than you, I could get badder bitches and I could get more shit popping with women. Again, making it about women, and it's about insecurity, which is why they're making it about the money. And see, this is the thing where he's talking about game is for pookies. Because basically to rationalize it is this is what they say. They say, well, you know, the only reason you could get the bad chicks that I'm getting is because you got to talk all that shit. Whereas I just put up the money and I get the bad bitch, but you got to talk all the shit because you broke. So you can't afford a bad bitch like me. No. And see, this is the thing. On the surface, you might think it's the same, but it's not. Because see, the girl is there because she's there for your money. Mm-hmm. A guy with game, the girl is there because she gives a fuck about that nigga.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And see, a lot of dudes don't even understand this because look, I want to show you guys something real quick. This is a screenshot of one of the comments under this video, right? So this guy says, everything in life is purchased. Women require resources from men. It's nature. Gamers, he called us gamers are trying to cheat nature. So why does it matter if she likes you? It matters that she can do what you need done. These niggas. See, and let me break that down, right? Because he's saying that, oh, everything in life is purchased. No, everything in life isn't purchased, but everything in life comes at a cost. That's two different things. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that these guys, the way they rationalize it is that, well, you know, women need resources. So if I have the most resources and you don't, broke nigga, I'm gonna get the baddest bitches. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And then he says, well, it doesn't matter if she like you, you know, it matters if she's gonna get the shit done. Understand this, and this is the part that y'all don't get. In order for you to get what you want done, the woman has to like you. This is what I don't understand.
Right.
Y'all think, see, this is the problem with a lot of tricks. Tricks think they're getting the same thing as men who have game. And this is actually the issue that we have with the passport bros. It wasn't the fact they're going overseas, do your thing. The issue was thinking you're doing the same thing. Because what happens is when you trick, a woman is there because of your money. When you have game, a woman is there because she sees value in you. That's two different things. When you trick, a woman is fucking you because she wants to get paid. When you have game, a woman is fucking you because she wants to get laid. Bars. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's a bar right there.
I got terrible sound effects on this one. So.
But that's what it is.
There we go.
Like I'm telling you, when you tricking, she want to get paid. When you got game, she want to get laid. It's that simple. Ain't no woman wanting to fuck you because you paying her. Because if she wanted to fuck you, you wouldn't have to pay her. It's that simple.
And you know what it is too about with these dudes? They have no consideration for how you come about things.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, let me see. A lot of people may not know how to really cook, but trust me, like even if you're making eggs, you could crack the egg and throw it in a hot pot,
right?
And that's an egg, right? You could flip it and they call that, you know, over easy or some shit with the runny eggs. You could scramble it, right? You could super scramble it and the eggs come out fluffy.
Right.
If you scramble it hard, or if you use like a machine to scramble it, the eggs will come out super fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
if you just scramble it with a fork, it'll come out. It won't be fluffy at all. It'll just be like an egg, like a regular egg. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why I'm talking about this is because how you do things gives you a certain outcome.
Right.
So how you spark the mind of the woman that you claim you're dealing with, everything goes to how she responds to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? I bet you these type of niggas, when they having sex with a bitch, she's literally on her phone.
Exactly. She looking at the time. She looking at the ceiling.
She looking at her watch. She looking at the phone. She looking at her phone. She playing Candy Crush while she's getting fucked.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Man, yeah, I feel bad for these cats. I feel bad for these cats because they really rely on the transactional, the transactional mind, the mindset of transaction to call themselves dealing with women. Bro, you're not dealing with women.
Mm-hmm.
None of these women like you, bro. None of these women even want to be around you if it wasn't for the money.
Exactly.
And you know what it really all comes back down to is the fact that you hate yourself.
Mm.
You're not willing to even let a woman get that close. You want to give her the money because if you find out how much she don't like you, it'll ruin your fucking world.
Mm. That's a fact. That's real shit though. Bruh, yo, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, that's the reason why people are so scared of rejection. I even had to come to terms to that with myself. It's the ego. It's the finding out or feeling like, damn, well, if she really get to know me, is she gonna really fuck with me? That's why women don't fuck with certain niggas. Cause they know, damn, as soon as this nigga get to know me, he gonna realize I ain't shit.
Uh-huh.
And that's what a lot of tricks do. It's like, I'd rather pay because, if she finds out who I really am, then she definitely gonna know I ain't shit. And that's gonna make it hurt worse. You know what I'm saying? Yo, well, let's continue this shit. Oh Lord.
Wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine. Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine.
Yo, listen to him pedestal in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife. So this nigga, so look, if a girl of a very attractive young lady could marry this nigga or be my sugar baby, I guarantee you she would choose to be my sugar baby before she choose to be with a nigga that's 42 and been broke the majority of his fucking life that's giving game. Game is for pookies, y'all.
But it's interesting though, because Miles actually has a woman in his life, but this guy's calling into our show to learn how to get the woman or type of woman you got. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? He's talking about, yo, a woman who want to be my sugar baby, but he's calling in to get advice from you, and you got what he's trying to get.
What he's trying to get.
Did you see what I'm saying?
These niggas is up in you up in your mansion, you driving in your car, and there's no female around you.
Right, exactly.
And the one that's around you, if there's a woman around you, she's on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And when she records the videos or whatever that she's gonna post, she don't put you in them.
Exactly.
So number one, she's not paying attention to you, and she don't want to represent herself having anything to do with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I feel bad for these niggas, bro.
It's sad. It's sad.
Game is for niggas that don't got no money. Game is for pookies, man.
You see this? You see the bullshit? This is what I'm saying. It's stupid. Really?
I wonder what kind of letters this nigga. I wonder what kind of letters this nigga get from the bank. It's probably you ain't paid your bills on time.
Wait, hold on. I think we got another caller. Hold on. Hold on. Oh man. Okay, let's try to go to 516. 513. 513. What's popping? Who this?
Hello, Mr. Lucario and Miles. This is Chrislyn Jackson, 40 Cincinnati.
What
I did donate to both of you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it. All right. What's going on?
Not much, man. I had a quick question for you, Miles and Lil Cario. I'm getting a lot of women asking me on my dating profile, what am I looking for? And it's right there in the actual bio, and they still
right.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm putting that buzzer for them, but go ahead. So you said they
literally, I had one lady on Bumble ask me, what does casual mean? I'm like, it's everything that I said in my bio was meant to be creative and sexual, and I just don't get it. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me explain something to you guys. So this is what you got to do, right? So understand that women women are so clever, it's insane. Right. See, women love to project, or I should say, they love to pretend they're naive. They know exactly what casual means. They saw on your bio what the fuck you doing, right? But what women are doing a lot of times is women are saying things just to waste time, to basically stir up conversation that is irrelevant, right? Because they want to see how you're going to respond and how you're going to do shit, right? So what you need to do is just focus on what you want, and then you can use that in the interaction and conversation. So if she says, so, what are you looking for? Well, listen, how about this? Meet me Friday, 8:00 at the Main Street Bar, and we could talk about all the things I'm looking for, right? If she's like, oh, what does casual mean? Well, listen, meet me Friday night, 8:00. We're going to get some drinks, and I'm going to tell you exactly what casual means. You see, because basically, I'm here to get you to meet me for drinks. So I'm still bringing that into the conversation of what I want. So now all I need for you to do is say, okay, cool, I'll meet you Friday, 8:00. So if she's not doing that, then you charge her. Because if you say that and then she says, oh, but I want to talk here more and I want to get, you're done. All you got to do is redirect the conversation to where you want to go. Always redirect the conversation to where you want to go at all times.
But also, Chrislyn, how many times okay, Chrislyn, on social media and or dating apps, what is a woman's currency?
Her attention. That's it. Well, towards you. Her time and attention towards you, right?
No. Her currency is your time and attention.
Yep.
Okay. So when you clearly state everything in your bio and a woman is still asking you these questions, what do you think is really happening?
She's trying to get my attention.
Exactly.
Right.
So if you realize this, what are you supposed to do?
Like you said, charge her to the game.
And keep it moving, bro. That's it. I mean, you could do like Lucario said, if you just want to give them a chance, to redirect themselves,
right,
and do their best bet and meet you for drinks. But if they still want to mess around and play pen pal, you leave it all red and keep it moving to the next match.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If a chick asks you a question, you know what you can say to her? How bad do you want to find out?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Nice.
What are you willing to? You could be like, what are you willing to do to find out with your sexy ass? What are you willing to do with? What are you willing to do to find out with that fat ass you got? What that do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to, because sometimes you got to be careful because these chicks will fucking try to flag you and get you kicked off the dating app. But you got to be careful how you do it. But what I'm saying is, when chicks are fucking around with you, use it as an opportunity to fuck around with them and see where you could take the conversation if you want to play around like that. But other than that, bro, me personally, I don't have time. I'm laser focused. I'm only dealing with women that are responding the way I like them to respond. So for me, as soon as she starts trying to qualify and ask me a bunch of questions, she's getting left on red.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I'll be on Bumble, and obviously they have to send you the first message. And I was reading one chick's message this afternoon. That's the first message that he sent me, because I was like, "What? And I told her, "Did you read my profile?"
Yeah, and what'd she say?
My profile. Come again?
After you asked it, after you asked the girl if she read your profile, what did she say?
Nah, she was like, I read your profile. What does casual mean to you? I'm like, what?
Oh my Jesus.
That's what she said.
Okay, well, yeah. Look, do like Lakari said to me, like, listen, meet me at the Main Street bar at this time.
We'll talk about all that.
And I'll show you. Or you can say some shit like, I could show you better than I could tell you.
Right, exactly. So meet me here so I can show you. You feel me?
Meet me here so I could show you, and I could give you a demonstration.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, at the end of the day, right? Because at the end of the day, remember, this is the thing. At the end of the day, if the woman actually wants to make it happen, she got to follow you.
Exactly.
And she knows this. You see what I'm saying? She knows this. But remember, you're in a space of a lot of simps and tricks. So women are used to dealing with guys who are weak. So they're gonna come at you sometimes with that bullshit. So you basically, your response is reminding them you're not that guy.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And again, guys, listen, sometimes every once in a while, a woman is kind of like trying to test you or see how clever you can be.
Right.
Okay? Because like I said, do like me, I'll be like, how bad you want to find out? Or, or I'll say some shit like, what did I say before? How bad you want to find out? Or I could, I could show you, I could tell you, I could show you better than I could tell you. Right.
Right.
The point is that,
okay,
you can play with these women as much as you want. Okay? You can play with these women as much as you want. However, what you have to understand is, as soon as you recognize that she's not down to follow your instructions, you have to you have to keep it short and sweet, bro.
Right. Exactly.
These what's funny? I've been on dates and I hear women say, "Man, these guys, they just want to be your pen pal. I've been DMing and going back and forth with this guy for like 2 months, and he has yet to ask me out on a date and make a plan."
Right.
Yet and still, I'm sure they got dudes in their matches who they fuck around with and ask questions back and forth. Now, here's the difference. There are guys who are in their match column that they're attracted to, that are playing pen pal, and they want them to ask them out on a date.
Right.
And then there are guys that they're not attracted to, so they fuck around with them on some pen pal shit.
Exactly.
So this is why you can't spend too much time playing with these women, bro. If she really wanted to see you and get to know you, she would just say, okay, I'm free this day. What time would you like us to meet? Or what time, what's the plan? I'll be there. I'll show up. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
So Chris, really try to simplify the game, bro. I keep telling you, ones and zeros, positives and negatives. If you match with the girl, hey, how you doing? Or on Bumble, you match with the girl, she says something to you. You say, hey, how you doing? When are you available to meet up?
Right.
If the next answer she gives you is not a time or a day that she is available, leave her the fuck alone. That's it.
Right.
Don't call us up talking about, hey, Miles, why do women ask this? They ask you stupid fucking questions because they're not attracted to you.
Yeah.
Look, guys, women do things outside of your instructions when they're not attracted to you.
That's a fact. Real shit.
This is like 85% of the questions we get. Hey, Miles, Lucario, why do women do this? Is she doing what you asked her to do or told her to do? Well, no, she's not attracted to you, bro.
Right.
It's that fucking simple. And here's the thing. 99.9999999% of the time, there's almost nothing you can say to change that, especially on a dating app. Because we're just looking at pictures of people.
Right.
If she's flipping through the pictures and she wants to play games with you just to satisfy her ego and drain you of your attention, she will do that. It is up to you to realize I have to stay focused as a man. And if she follows my instructions, I can give her attention. If she does not follow my instructions, she gets no attention.
Right.
It's that simple. Guys, replay this part because y'all niggas miss this every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, I matched with this girl and she keeps just asking me questions and she doesn't. And when I ask her if she wants to go out on a date, she changes the subject and starts talking about Beanie Babies. What should I do? Stop talking to her, move on to your next match and see if she'll meet you for a date.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right. That's it.
Yeah.
This is what y'all niggas.
Like I told you guys last week,
that there are this many women that are not attracted to you. Your ego won't let you let it go. You match with a woman and you look at her pictures and you're like, oh my God, she's so cute. It would really be cool for us to go out on a date. And then she starts fucking around with you, telling you a bunch of bullshit, asking you dumb questions, and you're sitting there answering her questions. And then you call us up talking about, Miles, Lucario, why is she doing this?
Right.
She's not interested in going out on a date with you, bro. She's interested in using you for your pen pal skills.
Right.
Like what? How many times? Like what? It's real simple. It's real simple. Ones and zeros. Yes, no, left, right. Follow my instructions or don't follow my instructions.
Right.
Right.
Real shit. All right, Chris, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I just wanted to say, like I said, I've been on the Masculinity Identity Project memberships, not projects. It's been a while. Anyway, bad boy membership, and just trying to apply everything. And as far as, like I said, the dating situation, I've been doing that, like been setting up dates and all that stuff. And doing that here locally, and I've been traveling to many different cities too. So yeah, so I have a couple of
how's it been going? How's it been going?
Dates and everything.
How's it been going?
It's been going well. Well, I've met a girl in Nashville. I'm supposed to link up with her, I think, next week. I have some dates down there I'm going on, and so I've just been traveling and doing all that stuff.
Okay. All right.
I've been going everywhere, man. I've been going to Nashville. I've been going to Atlanta. You name it, I've been going everywhere just about.
All right, brother. Well, we appreciate the call, man. Just keep doing your thing, man. Just, let these chicks know what it is. And if they ain't about it, keep that shit pushing. All right?
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
All right, easy, bro.
All right. So 281, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's going on? Kelvin, I donated $10 to Cash App.
Appreciate it. See you right there. All right. So what's going on with you, man? So what's popping?
Hey, what's going on? Shout out to Miles. Shout out to Lucario. Appreciate what you guys do.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, so I travel a lot, especially with my job. I travel everywhere. And I got on some dating apps or whatever. But what I'm trying to figure out is, in different cities that I go to, because I'm normally here for probably like 2 weeks and then I go to a different city or whatever. Like different cities, I get more matches than when I go to a different one. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out what that's about. Is it like what I'm doing, or?
Well, some cities have more people than other cities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So some people have more people in other cities that's on the apps than other cities. So you might be, if you go to New York and then you go to fucking, Utah or some shit, then you're probably going to have different types of messages. You see what I'm saying?
Cola, what are you trying to do with this information?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, what I'm trying to figure out basically with this information, is it something that I'm doing, you know what I mean, that gives me certain results? Because I was just in Pooler, Georgia. I got 2 matches. I come down to Orlando, Florida, and I'm already getting 5 matches. And I've been in Pooler for 2 weeks.
Ninja, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Caller. No, stop. Just stop. Pooler, I never heard of Pooler.
Me neither. So I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Everybody's heard of Orlando, Florida. So why would you not get more matches in Orlando, bro? Come on, man. Can we use our common sense? Come on, bro.
Shit, it was my first time going to Pooler too. I didn't know what Pooler was either. I was just trying to figure it out.
Bro, it's common sense that if it's a small town. It's common sense that if it's a small town, you're gonna get less matches.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that? That's what I'm asking you. What are you trying to do with this information? Because I'm hoping that the reason why you're asking this question is a little bit more complicated than, hey, sometimes when I go to small towns, I get less matches, and sometimes when I go to more bigger cities, I get more matches. Like you got to be more complicated than this, bro.
Right.
No, it's very simple. I was just asking a simple question and get y'all intake on it. But you guys answer the question.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro. Is certain places have more access. It's that simple, bro.
Certain places have more access, brother. Literally. Like that's it. When you go to a bigger city,
right?
When you go to a bigger city, you're gonna get more matches. Period. You understand? You go to a smaller city, you're gonna get less matches. And what I would say to you is, if you okay, I'm gonna strategize it on a more comprehensive level for you. Here's what you do. When you know that you're getting ready to go to a smaller town, you got to start swiping earlier and more.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that?
Right.
Okay, so if you get to say Orlando, Florida, and you got a couple dates, you meeting a couple of women, and you going out, whatever, and you know that in 2 weeks you're about to go to some West Bubblefuck, Georgia, where there's only 2,000 people and three cows. Nigga,
right.
you gonna have to start swiping as soon as you get to Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And swipe until that shit tell you, oh, sorry, you ran out of matches. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's all. If you know you're going to a smaller town, just put a little bit more work into swiping.
Right.
And another thing I'll say to you too, strategically speaking, find out where the nightlife is in that small town.
Right.
So you strategize and say, if you set up any dates, set up dates around that area where the nightlife is. So if the dates don't go well or if they flake, you could still find your way to meet women around the nightlife area of that small town.
Right.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
Did I just give him better information than he asked us?
Pretty much. Oh man. That's like saying, yo, when I try to approach women in the street in New York, it's more women than when I'm in Idaho. Like what the like duh. Like, oh man. Crazy. Let's continue.
The kind of letters I get from my bank. This the kind of letter that I get from my bank. My bank say, congratulations on paying off your
what happened?
I love listening to this nigga because he sound like he's still reading on like the 5th grade level or some shit. Listen to him.
Mortgage loan. Dear sir or madam, this letter confirms the loan reference above has been closed and paid in full. Remember Airbnb?
Yo, he sound like he sound. I ain't gonna say the nigga name, but he sound like one of these YouTubers y'all niggas watch and shit. But again, why is he showing us his mortgage shit or whatever? What does that have to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what we talk about. Like, his whole identity is caught up in his money.
Yeah.
Like if he for some reason comes through with a hardship with money at some point, it's a wrap. It's fucking rap.
Rakim paid it full. Yeah. See, paid in full, motherfucker. So a nigga that say shit like this, like this.
Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
Yo,
now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
Taking a soundbite out of context.
Exactly, basically.
That should be beautiful. Shout out to him.
And it's like what he's talking about has no point in what the actual point of what he's trying to talk about. Like it's like when people do this shit, that's how you know they have no argument. Because he called into the show to learn how to attract women. And then he's saying, whoa, Miles is talking about he was broke all his life, so why am I even talking about game with him? And look at me, I paid my shit in full. What does that have to do? You still don't know how to attract women without the money. Let's continue.
Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being...
You see how you got to keep replaying it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Umar Johnson don't even repeat himself this many times. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Broke for a majority of my life.
This the guy that's giving you game. A guy that self-admittedly is 42 years old and been broke for the vast majority of his life.
Now it's the vast majority.
But he's talking to me.
But that's the funny part. But you getting women without paying, and he's getting women with paying. So wouldn't it make sense to talk to the broke nigga about getting women without paying?
Right.
I thought that was simple logic.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You came to us saying, yo, I'm tired of being a sugar daddy and tricking. So we like, okay, cool. This is how you get women without being a sugar daddy and tricking. Then he's saying, well, the nigga that ain't got no money is telling me how to have game. Yes, nigga, we telling you how to fuck with women without paying. Like, this is so goofy, man. I'm like, oh my God, these motherfuckers is hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ. This shit don't make no sense.
Because you've been sugaring and fucking passporting for so long, you ain't no better than a fucking 15-year-old nigga that just had his first wet dream. Because here's the thing, because you've been sugaring and fucking passporting for so long, you ain't no better than a fucking 15-year-old nigga that just had his first wet dream.
Now this rapper, he done been dating girls. This guy been dating girls from Destiny Child. Who you think?
Paying a woman to be in your presence is not a date.
Exactly right.
That's an arrangement, if anything. What the fuck? See, these dudes be like twisting, trying to twist around the meaning of words.
Right.
He's dating women. That's not a date. That's an escort, if anything.
Right, exactly.
That's a paid escort situation.
Mm-hmm.
That woman don't even know you. She don't like you. Imagine if he brought her to a like a family function or a friendly function, she wouldn't know. She wouldn't make him a plate, not because she didn't want to, but because she didn't know how, because she don't know him.
Right.
She don't know what he like to eat.
Mm-hmm. Terrible.
Oh man, these niggas, yo, come on, man.
Don't let me bring up the video where he was talking to the escort and texting her, talking about scamming. Still, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me bring up that part of the other video. That's hilarious.
He got a better hit list. This multi-millionaire rapper who been dating Destiny Child girls, who made songs with Beyonce, who got #1 hits, who got millions of dollars.
See, and it's funny because he's impressed by all of that shit.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a fuck if you sung in Destiny's Child and you got millions of dollars. What the fuck they got to do with anything?
Yo, this nigga, his mind. No, you know what? There's a reason why I said he's like a 15-year-old kid that had his first wet dream. Because this nigga's level of understanding and critical thinking is on a 15-year-old's level.
Right.
Like this nigga he's still stuck in middle school, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell by the way he reads.
Right.
He's still stuck in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what you call ignorant.
Mm.
Ignorant. I ain't even gonna call him ignorant because I might sound like him. This nigga, you gotta give him all the syllables. He is ignorant.
Right.
There's a lot of information that he does not have, which is the game. He doesn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at who comes on the internet talking about, yo, I paid off my mortgage and nigga. You see, and yo, you see, look, there's things that we could talk about, Lucario.
Right, exactly, but exactly. That was I was going. But listen, we broke. We only made $27 last year.
The same nigga that got his teeth fixed and all that, but we broke.
Right.
Yeah. This nigga. Come on, bro. We broke.
Oh shit!
The same nigga that's been doing this shit for the last 15 years with no 9 to 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we broke though.
Right. Exactly. We pookies and shit.
We pookies.
Who you think got more closer to a 15-year-old kid? This guy who admittedly says,
your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine. Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine.
Oh my God.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm a sugar daddy, so that's like times 10. That ain't like the old.
Yo.
It's like weird how dudes don't even realize, like Slim Thug don't realize he's saying goofy shit, and then this nigga's so goofy he don't realize he's saying goofy shit. This is actually, let me show this. This is a perfect example of why goofy YouTube niggas got such a big following.
Right.
It's like shit like this where you got remedial niggas looking at remedial niggas. You understand what I'm saying? This shit crazy. I'm like, oh my God.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm a sugar daddy, so that's like times 10. That ain't like them old.
game is for dudes that can't afford to be sugar daddies. So broke niggas.
Yo, he said game is for niggas that can't afford to be sugar daddy. You know how stupid that sounds? That's like saying, okay, let's use another way of saying this. Game is for niggas who can't afford to be taken advantage of by women.
Right.
Like, how stupid does that sound? Game is for niggas who can't afford to give women money because the women don't like them. Like what? Like, why would you? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I want to afford to pay for someone to disrespect me?
Why?
That don't make no sense. Shit is goofy. Oh my God.
They hate on dudes that's doing well financially because they can't afford to do what we do. I don't gotta go spit no $1 million worth of game at a.
So, like I said, you got two millionaires. One is paying for pussy and being a sugar daddy and a trick, and another is also a millionaire, but he gets women because he has game and he's not spending no fucking money on them. So he's saying, oh, well, they can. No. The guy with game can afford. He just ain't stupid. He just has game, so he doesn't need to pay. Right. That's what you guys don't get. Y'all see, this is the logic. They be thinking, oh, well, because this is the thing. In their minds, they think they're the same. They think that the woman fucking with them because of the money is the same reason she's fucking with the nigga who got game. Right. No, she's fucking with you because you got money, because she don't respect you and she's not attracted to you sexually. She doesn't see you as a leader, right? She don't see you as none of that shit. That's why you need the money. That's the part they don't get. This is crazy.
And she don't see no value in you.
Right. That's why you need the money, because she doesn't see value in you.
Exactly.
It's like, dudes, man, I swear this shit is hilarious.
Bitch, I pull up, nigga. Miles, what you pulling up in? What broke nigga car is you pulling up in? That's why you got
that broke ass Porsche.
Work your goddamn mouthpiece so hard. You ain't getting no letter from the bank talking about your goddamn house paid off, nigga. You in an apartment.
Miles, chill, bro. Miles, what's wrong with you, nigga? Stop fucking with this guy.
You see how these remedial niggas don't know that you can acquire a house without a mortgage?
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But see, I'm not gonna let a guy like this force my hand to talk about shit I know I don't even need to talk about.
Exactly, right.
You see what I'm saying? But these dudes are remedial, bro.
That's a fact. Hilarious. This shit funny as hell.
So these goddamn hoe ass nigga. Look, man, you see,
nigga, clean your house too. Straighten your house.
You say
get that same bitch that don't like you, that's just using you for money, to straighten up your house, bro.
Exactly.
You see that right there? Look. You see that right there? You see that? You know what that is? That's a stack of checks that I just picked up in the mail. That's a stack of checks. Miles Cunningham, K Zagging, motherfucking Steve from the Pookie Mindset. Lucario, y'all niggas get stacks of checks like that? I got that in the mail. I got that shit in the mail, homie. You see this right here?
He's still getting paid by regular U.S. postal mail.
Exactly.
Shit, bro. How you still getting paid by snail mail? How people licking stamps to pay you?
They can't directly deposit into your fucking bank account? Like what happened? I don't know. That's what I thought happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I thought was going down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Shit is funny.
Look.
This a bag full of checks. See how thick that bag is? This ain't one of them little bags. See, this the little bag. This the little bag. This ain't one of the little bags. This the big bag. See what this is? Stacks of checks. Stacks and stacks. I gotta go through and put all these in the system. This is more than you gonna make this year. This ain't even the whole.
That same. You know what's messed up? His sugar baby chick. He gotta go through and put all of those checks in the system. I bet you he can't ask his sugar baby chick to do that for him unless he pays her.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's the difference between niggas like them and niggas like us.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You got April putting links in the joint right now.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you if you had a stack of checks for April to put in the system,
right?
All you have to do is say, "Hey, April, could you do this for me?" And she would be like, "Right away."
Right. Exactly.
Why? Because she sees the value in her man.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga's lonely in his fucking high-rise penthouse apartment, having to put the fucking put the check numbers in the system by himself. And then looking at us talking about we pookies.
Right.
He's still getting paid by snail mail and calling us pookies.
Right.
I bet you he holds on to that shit just so he could do videos like this.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Terrible. But see, you notice the whole thing is inflexing about money.
Right.
And see, what people got to understand about money is this, right? Money is not hard to make. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, everybody makes money, is just at different levels. And if you want to make more money, you can make more money. There's literally a bazillion ways to make more money.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like there's something magical thing. Oh my God, like you're making money. That's amazing. Like all you got to do, especially if you have a business, all you're doing is serving a need and people pay you for that. Oh my God, it's so complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Come on, man.
This, you see all that? That's all invoice numbers and checks and more checks. And a nigga that got the fix in his mouth, a Negro that fixed his mouth to say some shit like this.
You gotta go back.
Being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
I want this nigga to say it louder.
This nigga
Miles Cunningham, say
now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
Shut up, nigga. Now say it again. Say it louder, nigga. Miles Cunningham. Miles motherfucking Cunningham.
This nigga trolling.
Say this shit again.
Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life. Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
Yo, this nigga is ridiculous, bro.
Now, being a 42-year-old man and being broke for a majority of my life.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm the sugar daddy, so that's like times 10. That ain't like them old.
See, he doesn't even realize that he's fucking up his whole point.
He's fucking up his whole point. That's a fact.
Because the guy he called into to get advice is telling you you don't need money to get the bitches. But then you switch it on to Slim Thug, who has the money and still felt like he needed the money, even though he's the sexiest nigga in Houston. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? This is crazy.
But I'm the sexiest man in Houston, and I'm a sugar daddy, so that's like times 10. That ain't like the old.
Yeah. And you know what's fucked up? These niggas not even high, and they sound like they high.
For real, this shit hilarious.
Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine. Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine. Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine.
See, he has nothing to say. That's why he keep playing the shit over and over again.
Your wife, a lot of the time, ain't gonna live as good as a sugar baby of mine.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get my brother Miles Cunningham, my brother Kay Zaggin, my brother Steve from the Pookie Mindset. Won't y'all just keep it real and say, look, our information is for broke niggas that plan to stay broke and holler at bitches. Niggas that want a broke date, we got classes for you. Broke niggas, Pookie ass niggas, Pookie and Ray Ray game masculinity. How to blast your way into some fat bitch pussy.
Listen, I want y'all to know that he did a whole video on Steve. I want y'all to know. I just put his channel in the chat. I want y'all to know that he did a whole video on Steve as well. So if y'all want to go check that out, go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas hate Steve. Niggas always got a problem with Steve. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Steve, the man mindset, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm just like, this is hilarious. But guys, this is the type of shit that happens when you try to cope when it comes to this game. You understand what I'm saying? This is what happens when niggas be coping. This is the type of shit that goes down. And so a lot of you guys got to understand that if you really want to, make shit pop off in this game, you got to fucking learn game. There's no way around this shit. Hold on. I want to see if I can find this fucking shit where he was on the phone with this joint. Hold on. I'm trying to look at his page and shit to see. Okay, hold on. Now he's showing too much ass on here. I don't want us to get a fucking thing. Hold on. I just want to show the part where he's talking he's on the phone. Okay, let me get to the phone things. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up. And so basically he was showing some pictures of some chick that he's supposedly talking to. And I want to show this part real quick. This is this video he was talking about Steve and shit. But I just want to show you guys this part because it's fucking hilarious. It's so fucking funny. So at this part of the video, he's texting this girl that he's supposedly supposed to be getting at and shit. Some chick, right? So let me play this real quick. Hold on. Let me put the volume up. Okay, here we go.
This money nigga game. Okay, so this is a sugar baby that first of all, I don't need game because
now remember, he just said this is a sugar baby. Okay, this is not a chick who actually wants to fuck him. This is not a chick who actually wants to be with him. This is a woman who is fucking with him because of his money, which means that if he didn't have the money, he wouldn't have access to the chick. You understand? That's how that works.
The chicks just holler at me, right? The chicks, they holler at me, right?
He said the chicks holler at him. Of course they hollering at you because they know that you tricking. Duh. Like, what the fuck we talking about here?
So when the chicks are hollering at you, do you need game?
Yo, these dudes they don't even realize how funny they are. Like, this is what happens when you don't have self-awareness. He's like, well, when the chicks holler at you, do you really need game? Nigga, she's hollering at you because you paying. What is so hard to understand about this? What is so hard to understand about this? This is crazy. But let's continue.
No, they need game. See, because when you are the value, then they need the game, right?
Now I'm gonna pause this right here. Now, she was asking me, like, how do your bio says experience? How do you usually do this? PPM.
PPM. You know what PPM is?
Yeah, that's what pay per meeting.
Right, exactly. So we already talking about payment and shit. Now again, we don't care if niggas is tricking. You understand what I'm saying? Trick if you want to, but don't act like you're doing player shit. Don't act like a chick really want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying?
He's looking at a financial transaction as game.
Right, exactly.
I'd rather he do videos that show how his business works.
Exactly.
And teach niggas, hey, if y'all since I believe in paying for pussy, let me show y'all how to make money.
Exactly.
So instead of showing you the interactions between these chicks that I'm paying for sex and companionship, let me just show you how to make the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what make these niggas is remedial, bro. I'm sorry.
See now this gap, I'm giving you game right here. What PPM mean pay per meet? That means, bitch, I'm not putting you on no salary. You ain't getting no monthly salary, bitch. You come, you get work, you do your work, you do your job, you get paid. That's what you get, sugar baby. That's what you get now.
Yo, listen, I think that Lord Hybrid, he don't want to not be a sugar daddy and trick. He loves this shit. And he called into the show to get us to do this. So congratulations to him. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? He's like, let me get at these game niggas so I can get niggas to come to my channel and show them how much I'll be tricking. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. The TD shirt, he said, my nerd ass was thinking parts per million.
That's funny.
That's nerdy shit for real.
Let me continue.
So we ain't really doing that old flabby white man sugar baby shit. We doing, bitch, I'm the best damn sugar daddy you gonna get. So you paper work for your money, ho. You know what I'm saying? So
stop. Look at the psychology of what he just said. I'm the best damn sugar daddy you gonna get. But listen, what makes you the best sugar daddy? There's always somebody richer.
Right.
So how the fuck could you ever be the best sugar daddy that she gonna get?
Mm-hmm.
You see the remedial thinking, the ignorance?
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Right. I'm like, that's crazy.
So I'm showing
in contact with this little joint right here. You know, when I'm initiating that contact,
this nigga need to clean his house. How much shit he got lying around? He got floss lying around. And he used cheap floss too. I don't even use that shit.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness, this shit hilarious.
You know, she's coming to me, and she, you know, we just having a little conversation and all.
Hold on. Let me see if I can read what this says. It says, really don't have an expectation. I literally just got the profile yesterday. My friend told me about the website. I was an idiot and bought shit off of a fake site. And I heard this would be the fastest way to make my money back. So that's the chick talking?
That's the chick talking. Yeah. That's her messages.
Crazy. That's
his
crazy.
messages are in blue.
That's crazy.
All that, you know what I'm saying? And,
bro, listen to me. Hold on real quick. I just want to say this. If I'm paying, what's all the back and forth talking about?
Exactly, right.
You see, this is why game is so dope. Because here's what a nigga with game would end up doing. A nigga with game would just be like, how much? Meet me here, pay per meet. Like, it would be so simple and easy. What's all it talking about?
Exactly.
Jesus.
I'm asking questions like, where you from? What do you expect out of this experience and all of that stuff?
Money.
What? Did this nigga say where you from and what are you expecting out of this experience?
This nigga
You
said,
gotta be fucking kidding me.
Are you trustworthy?
Yo, these niggas is this funny. Are you trustworthy? Yo, I'll fucks with Lord Hybrid, yo. This nigga is hilarious. Yo, I'm subscribing. Fuck that, nigga.
I've been subscribed. I already subscribed.
Yo, I'm subscribing. Fuck that, nigga. This shit is hilarious. Oh my God.
He is fucking hilarious, bro. He was on the 5th grade level, and he is hilarious.
And see, my game is, to tell the truth, my game is about my safety. So I want to establish, don't try to play me. Don't play with me.
A lot of
don't try to scam me just because I'm, blessed by the Lord. Don't try to scam me. So.
Yo, he said a lot of these females be scamming or up to no good. She says, how they scam. Isn't this all done in person? All kinds of ways. I had stopped dealing with. Bro, are you he actually having a conversation with a woman like this?
Bro, even the chick is telling you everything should be straightforward. How the fuck did you get scammed with your dumb ass? That's what she's really saying.
But I thought niggas that got money don't need no game. How you getting scammed?
How you getting scammed?
How you getting scammed, bro?
Don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
Listen, it's a straightforward transaction with a nigga that still get paid through the mail.
Yo, this shit too funny. Oh my God, this shit hilarious. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. Let's continue.
I'm asking questions, and she got to prove herself to me.
Yo, he says she got to prove. She says, "Oh wow, I promise you, I won't scam you. We come up with an arrangement and we both follow through. I don't like that stuff. That's why I'm literally doing this." Oh my God, this dude is really having a conversation with this
chick. And look at the emoji. She's laughing at this nigga with the crying.
Dude, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Hold on. Wait. He said, I don't scam or do trickery. You will be safe always around me. I have met some really cool girls, but lately I declined the meetups because I did not trust them. Yo, why are you even saying this to this woman?
And why? And where does trust come in? Where does trust come in a transactional situation?
Right. Like, why are you having this conversation with her? See, he's not comfortable doing what he does.
Exactly.
That's wild. Like, he's not even comfortable making the moves he's making.
Bro, and you know what it is too? He's also trying to incorporate real emotion and relating.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to incorporate actual relating to a transactional situation. Because where do you get off talking about trust?
Exactly.
In a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the trust?
Right.
Because here's the thing. I pay you per meetup.
Mm-hmm.
You come to my house. We do what we do, and then you leave.
Exactly.
And I make sure I escort you out of my building too for security purposes.
Right.
What the fuck? Like you and see, and this is why you still gotta have game, even if you are doing these stupid arrangements, bro.
Exactly.
You still gotta have game, because truthfully, the brand new chick that you doing a pay per meet should not be able to know where you live right off the bat like that.
Right.
But these dudes, yo, come on, man.
Like, it's like, yo, this shit crazy. Let's continue this shit.
She's doing that. See, she's the one who's got to put on her game face to impress me. See, that's game.
One more thing I'll say too. One more thing I'll say too. He has to be careful, because this can be considered trafficking, bro.
Oh shit. Damn.
I don't know why he's putting all of this on the joint, bro. Because all that seeking arrangements and that pay per meet shit, that shit is literally just unsanctioned but implied prostitution.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's proof of this. And notice he put PPM because that's what they do. They use these abbreviations. So if somebody ever asks, they can because I've been on I got a date off of Seeking. And she said when she said PPM, I was like, what does that mean?
Right.
And guess what she did? She said pay per.
Mm.
No. I'm sorry. She was very smart. She said per meeting. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her, I said, what is the first? And I was dead serious. I was being sincere because I had no idea. I said, what is the first P for?
Right.
She said, I don't know. You tell me. I said, no, I said, no, seriously, I don't know what you're talking about. What does the first P stand for? And she was like this. She was like,
basically like, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
What you got to understand is that there's a certain etiquette that these chicks operate with to make sure that there's no incriminating evidence. But notice when he put PPM, he just used the acronym, but she wrote out the whole thing in her text. So this is actually, if he's not careful, he could.
Yo, as we tell you, game is important. Hold on, let's go to this call real quick. Hold on, let's 502. 502, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, we on OT too, so
all right, so after this, I'm gonna take this over. We'll go after this call. 502, what's popping?
What's going on? It's Phoenix, 41 from Louisville, Kentucky.
All right, what's going on? Did you donate though?
Oh, yes, I did. No, of course, I know the rule.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah, but I just had a quick question, more of a breakdown of what we're watching. Huh?
What you doing?
I donated to PayPal.
PayPal.
Be under
okay.
Eric.
Hold on. Let me double check.
I got it. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
All right. What's popping with you?
Yeah, and I just have more of a question on this whole subject, and I'm watching this dude and this breakdown that y'all doing. Now, my question is, these guys that they're paying for sex. I've never paid for it or anything. Like Miles was saying, I was broke majority of my life with the most sex that I've gotten. But when they're paying for it, is there a difference in the sex quality when they're paying for it versus like when you're getting it just off the strength of yourself?
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. It's like saying, is there a difference between an employee who loves their job versus somebody that's there just for the money? You understand? It's a total different thing. You know what I'm saying?
Caller, do you have any hobbies?
Yeah.
Give me one. Give me your favorite hobby.
Favorite hobby, hitting the gym. Love to work out.
All right. So you like to go to you like to work out. Now, what is the job that you get paid for? Basically, you don't have to go into too much detail. Don't tell us the company or nothing like that. But what's the job that you get paid for? Like, on your, do you have a 9 to 5?
Yeah, plant engineering.
You what?
Engineering.
Okay, so you crunch numbers and design shit at work, yes?
Well, yeah, more maintenance and fix things and stuff like that. Yeah,
maintenance and fixing things. Now, you like your job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but sometimes, it's like it's a job though, right? Because you got to get up sometimes. You don't feel like it, and this, that, and the third. Correct?
Yeah.
Now let's just say that all you have to do was get up and go to the gym, and you would get the same amount of money. How would you feel?
So, yeah, I'd like that. Yeah.
You would really like that, right? And when you
right.
How would you feel when you was doing your reps in the gym compared to how you feel now? Compared to how you feel at your job.
Oh well, yeah. I'll just say because my job now. But like when I had jobs, and I didn't want to be here. You use excuses to call in. You're not motivated to be there. The money alone was not.
But you went to the job anyway. Why?
To sustain myself, to pay bills.
You got to pay bills. Okay, so it's the same thing with these females, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in the example we just showed you, the girl said that she messed around and bought a bunch of shit off of a website, and now she's trying to create an arrangement so she can make her money back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's literally letting that man know that whatever she does with him, her motivation is money, so she can, like you said, sustain yourself.
Right.
Right. Okay. So then my next question to that is, because this guy, he seems in this video, he seems like he's like angry about it, but not really angry at you. It's just like I sense the anger. It's like he's angry that he's paying. So does he know the difference between the two of the sex quality, and that's what's making him angry?
I don't think so. I don't think when I called him ignorant earlier, I wasn't just saying that to be insulting plainly. I wasn't just trying to insult him, bro. When I say that he's ignorant, I honestly believe that he doesn't understand how it feels to be liked, respected, or even admired by a woman just for his own personality.
Right.
You understand? And because he doesn't understand that, he's in his example, he's talking about trust. You understand? He's talking about, oh, well, these women done this to me, and are you that type of woman, and this, that, and the third?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he considers a real relationship to be.
Right.
That's how he relates to women, and he's not aware of any other way to relate to a woman, bro.
So he thinks, by the way, that like everyone else, like you men with game, the way that they actually move to him, that's odd because he doesn't know how to move that way. So it's foreign to him.
Exactly. It's like we're speaking a different language. Like when we say, hey, man, you got to have game. You got to believe in yourself. You got to know that the value's inside you before you even pull your wallet out. And a chick, if she's fucking with you, then she'll do whatever with you. Like she'll have sex with you. She'll do some crazy stuff for you. She'll do whatever you ask her to do just because she feels a certain way about you. When we say things like that, those type of guys literally don't believe us because they're ignorant to the reality. They don't understand. Like, okay, for example, did you know that when you reach a certain tax bracket, you start getting shit in the mail? Like, have you ever bought a house or even a new apartment?
Yeah, I bought. I have a house.
Okay. Do you ever see a bunch of crap in your mailbox, like coupons for local businesses and pizza and the Chinese food menu and all that shit just coming into your mailbox and you had no idea, you didn't ask for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you move into some place, it's like your name hits a registry. So when you're at a brand new resident, that's why you get a bunch of mail that says, household or current resident. Okay. Okay, now that's what happens to regular people. When you hit a certain tax bracket, like when you become a millionaire, you understand? Your name also goes through a registry, and they start sending you fucking ads for yachts and private planes and chartered boats and chartered flights and shit like that. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But you have some regular people who would never see the advertisements for chartered flights. They're only gonna see the pizza advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
So they're literally not privy to a certain type of reality. They have no idea. So when we talk about, I remember one time a chick drove 2 hours, left her underage kids asleep in the house just to come have sex with me for 30 fucking minutes and drive back 2 hours. When I say something like that, there's a very significant number of men that cannot believe what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And they will look at me like I'm a fucking liar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because they've never seen that. That's a lifestyle that they'll never know.
They've never seen it. They've never heard none of their friends say it. They never heard none of their family or their father, their uncles. Nobody in their family knows what it means for a woman to love you plainly just for you without money or nothing.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, so that means that this sex that they're having, let's just call it they're having sexual intercourse. They ain't fucking. Right. So to them, that's sex. That's all they know. They don't know the fucking part, the past that when she like you ain't even gotta do nothing. She's ripping your clothes off. She can't wait to hit you. They don't know nothing about that.
Right.
They have no idea of you just walking past a woman. You walking past your woman. And you just touch her, and then you send fucking shivers up her spine just because you're touching her. Like anybody else could have walked past her and brushed past her, nothing would have happened. But because it's you, she just the hairs on the back of her neck just stand up.
Or they don't know nothing about the look that your girl gives you.
Yeah.
That look, they don't even know what that is. Every guy that has game understands the look. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't get that look by paying for it. It's impossible.
You can't get that look by paying for it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's why I feel like, so then it's like those people, I don't know, it's kind of like, because I know exactly what you're talking about. To me, that's the turn on of the sex, of the interaction with the woman, to know that I'm desired, not anything outside of me.
Exactly.
But they never experienced that. That's why I felt like they look at that and they have to like say eventually, maybe like, let's just say for an example, he's out and then you're out with your lady. He sees you out with your lady. He has to see the look that your lady is giving you and how she's treating you. And he has to know that he ain't getting that.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where the rationalization comes in. That's where all of the, trying to, I don't need no gaming because I got money and they can't afford it. That's where all of that bullshit, goes down because, see what people love to do is they love to say things that go in their favor so that they can mask their bullshit. You understand?
Cope.
Right. They're trying to cope. It's just like, like let's say even women will do this too, where like, you'll say, look, I'm taking a chick out to coffee. You understand? It'll be like, oh, well, that's because you too broke to take a chick to Ruth Chris. That's why you be taking these girls. You see what I'm saying? Like if you broke, just say that. They have the same talking point because they want you to spend a lot of money on Ruth Chris. And then the dudes who don't got game know they can't get a woman to fuck with them unless they go into Ruth Chris. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they don't know how to fucking deal with that. So that's why they got to say goofy shit like that. But deep down, what it is that they actually want what money can't buy. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem, is that they don't want to have to admit that. And that's why they have those issues. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So then when they look at y'all, it's kind of like they see the reality and they feel that reality, but your reality keeps crushing up the lies and things that they've told themselves, the layers and things like that. And it keeps exposing them. And that's where we're getting this guy, like now he's making these videos and he's shouting and yelling about Miles. Because he keeps playing that same stupid soundbite over and over again.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm looking, because I was listening to the Real Game No Theory show when that dude called in 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And, obviously, but see, it's like, he's only playing it from his perspective. He ain't playing he should play the clips from the show.
Right.
Where he was actually talking. But he's not doing that. It's like, it's for his listeners. He wants to try to like skew the argument to this side, like he didn't need no game. But y'all was lacing that dude up with game for like an hour or so.
Right.
Real talk, man. But bro, we appreciate the call, my brother, because we're about to wrap this up. But we appreciate you, man. We gonna holler at you, man.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, brother. Peace. All right.
You gonna do the questions?
Yeah, let's do the questions and we're gonna wrap this shit up.
Yeah, turn off the Skype because
I turned that shit off. We done with that shit. Says do you agree that for thousands of years men never needed to have game in order to have successful women? No, we do not agree. And we actually talked about this on a Bad Boy show, is that men always need a game. You understand what I'm saying? Always, because game all game is the strategy. It's the way of doing things. It's the way of making things happen. I just sent Miles a post of this where they actually use game on menus. Show how that on a menu, they designed the menu a certain way to get you to spend more money. You feel what I'm saying? So they're using a strategy to increase sales just based off the menu.
Yep.
Crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Says, I joined late. Is this the guy who needs to get women drunk and lock them in the house? No, that's not the same guy. It's not the same dude. But it's sad that, you got so many motherfuckers on. It says, asking for a friend. How would you coach someone in a monogamous marriage who has less and less sex? How can he recover that and get it more often? They're married 11 years. He might need to charge ass to the game.
Yeah, he might. Sadly, he might need to get a divorce and start over.
Exactly. That's
or he could just sit there, because so many men are afraid to lose half these shit, or afraid to like what's the word? Like blow up their life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you might just have to beat it off, bro.
Right. It says, would it be weird to gift another man a masculine identity soap? I don't want them thinking of me in the shower.
Yes. Yes.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Maybe you can use it as a stocking stuffer. No, I mean it's soap, just
and just give them the gift, and then you got to do like one of those, those hard pounds, and you give them the dap, and then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, do all of that shit. You got to be extra masculine with it to throw it off all the.
Yo, use the soap, nigga.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's a good question, though. That's a good question.
Yeah,
well, definitely don't buy him any of the Cunningham soaps.
Right.
You don't want to buy another man anything with rose or lavender in it.
You should buy that shit, give it to 1950 and shit. He like, shout out to 1950. He'd be like, what the fuck?
That nigga would tap your jaw.
Exactly. It says, look, you got the ad-lib beta. Can you do one that's bars to add to your catalog? Probably, yeah. I gotta add that, but yeah, make that shit happen. It says, I'm piping my first cougar tomorrow. Mid-20s. She's in her 40s. Any general advice for handling cougar coochie? Nah, just keep smashing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun. You know what I mean? Smash and then just keep this shit pushing. You know what I mean?
Man.
And if she wanna if she wants you to be some sugar baby shit, then that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying?
Any general advice? Just make sure you have a dope erection, bro. Make sure that shit is hard as a rock.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'll say this: make sure it's hard as a rock, and give her dynamic stroke game.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that might be a good masculine identity membership.
Mm-hmm. A dynamic stroke game.
Yeah, dynamic strokes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between some shallow ones and deep ones, and working up and everything between. No, I'm giving too much.
Do women love to be checked? Yeah, by a guy that she loves and that actually has her best interests. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, women like to be checked for a guy that they actually respect and love.
Right. All right, let me see. Get this last question. The girls that claim they require nice first dates are just running game, right? Because they have had the guy who didn't take them somewhere nice first and still exactly, yeah. So if she was, and this is the thing, when a woman is requiring anything, that means she don't like you. You understand what I'm saying? Is that simple?
Facts.
That simple. You know what I'm saying? If she was feeling you, she wouldn't require anything. She would just follow your lead.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
She'll be more interested in your requirements.
Exactly.
That's all.
Real talk. All right, people, we about to wrap this shit up. Guys, make sure that you go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. Get the soap, people. You feel what I'm saying? Go to masculineidentitymembership.com, get your soaps. You feel me? And pretty soon, we're going to be having the Bad Boy Membership holiday sale too. So be on the lookout for that soon. You feel what I'm saying? That's going to be coming real soon. And make sure you check us out. Tomorrow you're doing the Manhood and Skill Set show?
Yes, sir, man. Manhood is the skill set. 1:30. Oh, shit. Yeah, 1:30 Eastern time. And 1:30 Eastern. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Me and K Zaggin.
All right, cool. And
women in them.
yeah, and also I'm gonna do my show tomorrow also, and make sure you guys check out the Real Game No Theory show Sunday.
Real Game No Theory 12 noon on Sunday.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty much it, guys. We are out of here, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out. Later.
I am